Losing weight when you're morbidly obese can feel like climbing a mountain with no sight in end. But what if I told you that by making a small simple diet changes, you can turn that mountain into a hill or even a molehill? And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 simple diet strategies that will make weight loss effortless. No fat diets and no suffering, just simple strategies that you can stick to every single day. Let us dive right in. The first thing you should do is prioritize breakfast. You've probably heard the saying that eat a breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and a dinner like a pauper. Now, the idea is not to eat a lot of food for breakfast, but rather eat a quality breakfast. A quality breakfast is one that is high in protein, because research in the Journal of Obesity shows that when people eat a high protein breakfast that has around 30 grams of protein, they experience less hunger and cravings throughout the day. So eat a high protein breakfast, but also make sure that it has a fiber. So an ideal breakfast would be something like eggs, so it can be scrambled eggs with avocado for healthy fats. Fats are also very filling, and then you include spinach to get fiber. So this one is going to keep you full until the next meal. The worst thing that you can do is eat a high carb breakfast. That is going to have the opposite effect. You're going to feel hungry very soon, and you'll end up snacking and overeating later in the day. Now, breakfast is the first meal of the day. It doesn't matter when you eat it. Some people eat at 8 a.m., others 11 a.m., others at 2 p.m. Whatever time you eat, make sure you observe this rule. Number 2 is seek support. Support is so important in weight loss. There's a saying that goes that alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And this is so true for weight loss, because when people have support, research shows that they lose more weight and they keep it off longer. And I've seen this personally. Actually, the other day, a client messaged me very happy with the support that she was getting from her partner. I had linked her up with someone who is very consistent with her workouts and diet, and now she's become as consistent as her. So get someone who is committed to exercising regularly, eating healthy, or simply walking throughout the day, and that person is going to influence you to do the same. If you can't find someone in person, go online. You can join my program. I'll be happy to link you up with someone, or you can simply join a support group where people are talking about eating healthy and exercising, and that is automatically going to change your habits and make you more consistent. Number 3 is don't assume your portions. Measure. Research shows that people who measure their portions lose more weight compared to those who don't measure, because of portion distortion. So many people think that they are maintaining a calorie deficit, while in reality they are actually consuming excess calories, and these excess calories lead to weight gain. So make sure that you're measuring your portions until you get to a point where you can actually eyeball your portions correctly. And the only way to do this is to start by either using a cup. You can use a cup to measure your portions. This is what we do in my program. Let me give you a meal example so that you know how to go about it. Let us say your meal has something like rice, then it has beans and broccoli, right? That's a complete meal. So what you want to do with the rice is a cup of rice. In this case, we are using a 200 ml cup, or even 100 ml, 150 ml cup. With the beans, you can do 1 cup. And then with the broccoli, you can do 1 to 2 cups. If you do it like this, you will automatically maintain a calorie deficit, because the excess calories usually come from the rice. So instead of just overloading your plate with the rice, reduce the portions of this, and then always measure until you're actually seeing results. And even when you're seeing results, don't become too comfortable. Keep measuring, and that will help you stay on track. Number 4 is practice intermittent fasting. There is a lot of hype around intermittent fasting, and chances are maybe you've even tried it. And the reason why so many people are swearing by intermittent fasting is because it offers so many benefits. In addition to fat loss, it is good for your digestive system. It has been shown to help improve mental clarity, help people low-key hunger through autophagy, and many other benefits. So with intermittent fasting, the key is that it will help you reduce chances of overeating, because the less you eat, the less likely you are to overeat. Now, let us say that you're someone who is not used to fasting. You don't want to go straight to 24-hour fast. Ease into it. You can set a simple rule where you say, I'm not going to eat after 8 p.m. So you eat your last meal at 8 p.m. in the evening, and then you delay your breakfast until 10 a.m. That gives you a 14-hour fast, which is a very good start. Then as you progress, you can extend this, or you can maybe now start eating at 6 p.m. If you eat at 6 p.m. here, now the fast will become a 16-hour fast, and that will give you plenty of benefits. Actually, research shows that when people do a non-consecutive fast only 3 times a week, so let us say you do a 24-hour fast on a Monday, on Wednesday, and a Friday, research shows that those people lose weight more than those who restrict their calories every single day. So you can do intermittent fasting, and it doesn't have to be daily, but you'll still see amazing results. At number 5 is practice intuitive eating. Intuitive eating has been shown to help people have a better relationship with food and also have a lower BMI. What is intuitive eating? This is simply learning to listen to your hunger and fullness cues. Most times we eat because we are bored, we eat because we are stressed, or we eat because we are watching Netflix. So the idea here is, first of all, when it comes to listening to your hunger cues, right before you eat, ask yourself, how hungry am I on a scale of 1 to 10? If it is something like 4, do not eat. But if the scale is much higher, like 7 or 8, in that case you can eat. But even as you eat, observe the rule of eating slowly. Give your stomach time to signal your brain that you are full. When you eat too fast, you end up overeating because your brain didn't get the time to signal your brain you're actually full. So you end up being starved. So eat slowly. They say it takes about 20 minutes for your body to signal your brain that you are full. Secondly, avoid the distractions when you're eating. If you're watching TV and using the phone, chances are you are going to overeat. And also, before you eat, drink a glass of water, because sometimes we confuse hunger for thirst. So when you take these steps, it becomes easy for you to control how much you eat and avoid the excess calories that come from stress eating or eating because of boredom. Then number 6, drink water or eat high water content foods. Research in the Journal of Obesity shows that in a 12-week study, when people drank only 500 ml of water before every meal, they lost 44% more weight compared to those who didn't drink water before meals. It seems like something very minor, but the effects are so monumental. So take advantage of this simple strategy. It's something that we've been doing in my program for such a long time, and it works every single time. Drink a glass of water, or else take foods that have high water content. It could be something like watermelon, cucumbers, bone broth, or cabbage soup. These ones are going to fill your stomach up, so that when you're eating your meal, you won't eat too much because your stomach is already half full. Finally, number 7 is avoid sugary drinks. Sugary drinks are the enemy of weight loss because they slowly increase your weight until you realize you're 10 kgs or even 20 kgs overweight. The problem with the sugary drinks is that they don't offer nutrients, but they offer plenty of calories. And it's not just the calories that are a problem. When you drink these sugary drinks, they also spike your blood sugar levels, and then there is a crash. And this crash increases your hunger and cravings, causing you to overeat. Research clearly shows that when people eliminate sugary drinks from their diet, they are able to lose weight faster without making any other changes. So cut back on sugary drinks. Now, the best strategy would be to replace the drinks that you normally take with alternatives that don't have sugar and calories. For instance, if you're someone who loves a soda, you can replace it with fruit-infused water, or you can replace it with herbal tea or even black tea, or even sparkling water. Another thing that you can do is gradually reduce your intake of sugary drinks, because they do affect your taste buds. Your taste buds become less insensitive the more sugary drinks you take. So the idea is to reset your taste buds in a way that they'll feel fruits and other natural sugars to be sweet. So reduce your intake and that will reset your taste bud. That is it. These 7 simple strategies can make it easier for you to lose weight when you're morbidly obese. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to starve yourself or go on crazy diets. Just follow these strategies, be patient and consistent, and you will get to your weight goal. Now, if you need me to guide you for support, which is very important, join my 6 weeks belly fat fix program, or you can even sign up for my one-on-one coaching program, where I'm going to show you exactly what to eat in every meal, the exercises to do, and give you support until you get to your weight goal. To access my program, go to briansyuki.com or simply click the link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.